Everyone, and welcome to episode 31 of the Halftime Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Reese Kinder. We are back again. I know we took a little bit of a few weeks off, actually. I think it was like two. But if you guys haven't noticed already, yes, I am sick. I have the flu. But we're still going to try to get this episode out today. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while, 2 weeks. College football playoff stuff has happened. The Heisman Trophy's been announced. Just a lot of crazy things. Basketball season's starting to almost get into full swing. But yeah, basically in this episode, we're going to be looking at college football playoff bracket, who we think is going to win their games, and also just the predictions for the games, what's going to happen. We're also going to take a look at some college basketball. Just look at the overview of college basketball, look at some of the games coming up this week, some of the big ones. And then we are going to look into the NFL playoff picture and talk about teams we think are going to make it and teams we don't think are going to make it. But yeah, all that more coming up here on episode 31 of the Halftime Sports Talk Show. What is up, everyone? And, just a great week to be back. This weekend, actually, Friday, the college football playoff will be starting actually at 7 o'clock. The first game is, and that's Alabama, Oklahoma. I think they chose the right game for that too. Two heavyweight SEC teams. Oklahoma, their second year in the SEC. Alabama, been a dominant SEC team for the past few years, and really excited to see what these two teams can do on Friday night. It's in Norman. We're actually going to start with that here on the show. And the question here is, will Alabama show up for this game? So if you guys didn't watch, which obviously I think most of the world didn't watch due to the fact that Alabama's in the playoff, but you know, that's a story for a different day. But yeah, if you guys didn't watch the SEC championship, Alabama got demolished, which I predicted actually. If you guys didn't see my prediction video on Instagram or TikTok, I predicted Alabama would lose to Georgia by 3 scores, maybe more, and it did happen. I mean, Alabama proved they were not a good team. I still don't think they're a good team until they prove me otherwise. But yeah, this Oklahoma and Alabama game, a big game for both teams. I mean, Oklahoma, first time in the college football playoffs since God knows when, I think 2019. Sorry, but yeah, first time in the college football playoffs since 2019, and I think this is a big thing for Oklahoma fans. Really this Oklahoma team though, I would say is probably one of their worst. This might be one of their not as good teams that has made the playoff in their history. Because we've seen teams with like Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts, um, Baker Mayfield actually I believe made it twice. So yeah, we've seen some better teams with Oklahoma in the college football playoff. But currently the line sits at Alabama favored with 1.5. I don't really agree with that. I think Oklahoma should be favored because they're the home team. The over/under is 41, so they're calling it a low-scoring game, which I will agree with there. I don't really see this being a highly contested matchup where both teams are back and forth scoring. It's going to be a defensive battle because Oklahoma, if anybody forgot about this too, Oklahoma and Alabama played each other early on in the season, and they actually were both. It was a really close game. Alabama lost this game by 2 points in Tuscaloosa. That's one of their three losses. Um, but yeah, Oklahoma got the best of Alabama in that game. They were able to get some interceptions. Ty Simpson didn't have a bad game. He had 326 yards in that game, but just wasn't enough for the Crimson Tide to win that one. But if you were to ask me my prediction, I do think Oklahoma is going to win this game. And it's not because I hate Alabama. I just don't think Alabama deserved to make the playoffs. And I think Oklahoma's going to expose a lot of things like they did the first time these two teams played. And I think what's going to happen is I think Oklahoma is going to win this game, but it's going to be close like the last time. It's probably going to be a 2 to 3 point game, and I think Oklahoma is going to get a big win, but it'll be close though. And on Friday night at 7 p.m. That should be a great matchup between two SEC schools that are doing some really good work here in their first or in Oklahoma's second season in the conference. It's really exciting to see how they got that far. But going to our next matchup, though, this is actually the next college game day. I forgot to mention that last time or the last segment. But Alabama and Oklahoma is college game day on Friday. But Saturday, college game day is Texas A&M and Miami. This is 11 a.m. at Texas A&M. This game really, I don't even like my prediction for this game is just plain and simple. I already know who's going to win this game. I mean, Miami, you're playing Texas A&M in one of the loudest stadiums in college football. Like the Aggies have the advantage in this one. As long as they don't turn the ball over and as long as they don't screw anything up, then the Aggies have this one in the bag. But yeah, I really think that even with Miami hasn't really had a good season, like not gonna lie. They had two decent wins at the start of the year, and then they lost to two 8-4 teams actually in Louisville and SMU. So yeah, I really see the Hurricanes losing this game by at least two scores. The spread's only four for A&M, but I think A&M's gonna have way more scoring in this game than anybody will think. So yeah, give me the Aggies to win this one, and they will move on to play Ohio State in the I don't know what bowl game they're playing in. I think they're playing in the are they playing in the Cotton Bowl? Maybe they are. I don't know. But yeah, give me the Aggies to win this one big. But the Aggies do have to stay focused in this matchup. And then our next game on in the college football playoff bracket, it is Tulane versus Ole Miss. Um, I really don't have much to say. These two teams already played this season. Ole Miss is literally a double-digit favorite in this first round playoff matchup against Tulane. They're literally a 17.5 point favorite. The only thing that's looming to me is the question mark at head coach. Like Pete Golding, yes, new head coach, but also Lane Kiffin left to go to LSU, and who knows what's going to happen because this Tulane team's going to obviously be fired up. They want to win their first playoff game. They want to move on. They're the 11 seed, and they want to beat the 6 seed at home. I mean, I think it's possible, but I just don't see the Green Wave being able to pull off the upset against an SEC team like this. Like Ole Miss is just so they're such a good team even without Lane Kiffin. I think they could possibly like go pretty far in this tournament or in this playoff. But yeah, I see Ole Miss winning this game exactly how the spread says it, probably by about 17, maybe 14. I could see it, but Tulane ain't getting any closer than that. Like, I mean, if they do, Ole Miss is just letting them stay close in this game. So yeah, give me Ole Miss to win this game. And that was just a quick one. This bracket's already been so quick because you see that isn't many good matchups except Oklahoma and Alabama that first game on Friday. But moving on to our next game, this is 6:30 on TNT. It is James Madison, the Dukes versus Oregon. This one should easily be, I mean, you should easily be able to predict this one without even like looking at it. Um, Oregon in Eugene playing James Madison. James Madison hasn't really played anybody. Their toughest opponent was Louisville. They lost to Louisville by 14 points early in the year. Oregon's had a solid season, lost to a few opponents like Indiana, or one opponent, Indiana. And yeah, I think Oregon's going to get a big win here against James Madison in the first round, and they will move on to play Texas Tech next round, which should be an epic matchup between those two teams. But yeah, Oregon gets the big win. So basically, what I just predicted there, it's going to be Oklahoma, Indiana. It's going to be Ole Miss and Georgia. It's going to be Ohio State and Texas A&M, and it's going to be Oregon and Texas Tech. So no big or no like upsets in that first round at all. So yeah, gonna keep everybody moving like they predicted. But football and college sports is just weird. Anything can happen on any day. So we'll just have to see. And then now we're gonna go to previewing and predicting some of the bowl games. So actually today we have a bowl game. Today is Tuesday, December 16th. We have a bowl game. It is the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. It is two Alabama teams. This is in Montgomery, Alabama. It is Troy and Jacksonville State. Troy, currently a 1.5 point underdog. Um, I do think Troy is going to win this game, actually. Sorry, trying to get my water too. But yes, I think Troy is going to win this game. It's going to be close though. Jacksonville State actually was in the Conference USA Championship game, so they have, or actually both these teams were in Conference Championship games. They one in the Sun Belt, one in the Conference USA. So yeah, I'm going to take Troy in this one. This game is at 8 p.m. on ESPN. I'm going to say Troy wins by a touchdown in this matchup. It's going to be close, but yeah, give me the Trojans to beat Jacksonville State. And then tomorrow there is two bowl games. The first bowl game is at 4 o'clock on ESPN. It is Old Dominion, South Florida. Both teams finished 9-3 on their season, one from the Sun Belt and one from the American. It is the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. Give me South Florida. I know Alex Golesh went to Auburn, but give me the Bulls to win this matchup against Old Dominion. And yeah, I think they're going to win big and in their season 10-3, so a pretty good year for the USF Bulls. So yeah, really excited to see what happens there. And then we got the 68 Venturas Bowl in Mobile, Alabama tomorrow night at 7:30. It is 6-6 Louisiana versus 6-6 Delaware. Sorry. But this game's at 7:30 on ESPN. Currently, Louisiana is a 3-point favorite. And yes, give me Louisiana to win this game. They're from the Sun Belt. Delaware's had a good season. 6-6 is very surprising for the first year in FBS. But yes, I think Louisiana from the Sun Belt gets a big win, and they finish their season 7-6. And then Thursday, you have one bowl game. It is the Xbox Bowl. And actually, I'm going to show you this quick picture. You see the players for the Xbox Bowl actually got Xboxes for being invited to the bowl game. And that's like really cool. And really glad to see Xbox actually stepping in for a bowl game as well. But yes, this bowl game between Missouri State and Arkansas State. Missouri State got invited because Auburn and a few other teams decline their offers. So Missouri State gets in. They are 7-5, a really good season. Their coach is leaving though. He's going somewhere else, but Missouri State, really good season in their first year of FBS football. And then Arkansas State. Actually, in this one, give me the Missouri State Bears to win their first ever collegiate bowl game, and they're going to win the Xbox Bowl. And I hope they get a giant Xbox and it just like sits there as their trophy. But this game's at 8 p.m. on ESPN2. Arkansas State is a 1.5 point favorite, but yes, give me Missouri State to win that game on Thursday night. And on Friday, you have a bunch of bowl games, actually. We already did the College Football Playoff Bowl. Or actually, you don't have a bunch of bowl games. You have two, other than the College Football Playoff one. But Friday morning, you have the Myrtle Beach Bowl. It is Kennesaw State versus Western Michigan. That one is kicking off at 10 a.m. in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Western Michigan's a 3.5 point favorite. They're the winners of the MAC conference, and Kennesaw State, the winners of the CUSA. But give me the Owls to win, and they are going to go 11-3 on the year, and really great season for this Owls team. Really proud to see what they've been doing recently, and yeah, really good bowl game for those two. And then at 1:30 on Friday, it is Memphis and UNC in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Memphis is 8-4 and UNC is 7-5. Memphis has had a really decent season. NC State has they're 7-5. They've had a decent season as well. Give me NC State to win this game. NC State's had a good season. CJ Bailey's a great quarterback. And I think the Wolfpack are going to win this game. So yeah, give me the Wolfpack to win this one, and they'll improve to 8-5 on the season. And then no other bowl games for the rest of the week. So yeah, that wraps up our bowl picking and predicting for the week. But next week, when we come back, we'll have some more bowl games to predict and kind of look at. But yeah, stay tuned for that next week. But now we're going to move on to college basketball. We're going to take a look now. The number one team stays the same. It's Arizona. Arizona's had a great year. But we're going to look at the upcoming games this week, and we're going to kind of wrap things up for this episode soon after we get past the playoff picture for NFL. But the current picking record 43-17, so we're really ahead of everything right now. Better than the football picks, you guys can definitely say. But so tonight, our only top 25 matchup is, or actually maybe there's two. Let me take a look. Um, or I'll just do all the top 25 matchups. So tonight, man, I hate that stupid cough. But tonight, Lipscomb plays Duke at 5 o'clock. Duke should win that game easily. And then Toledo, Michigan State's at 5:30. And then one of our ranked versus ranked matchups tonight is Louisville going to Tennessee. That game is at 6 o'clock on ESPN. Louisville 9-1 and Tennessee 7-3. Louisville's having a great season so far, and I think this Cardinals team is just going to continue to do that tonight. And then you have a conference game in the Big East between DePaul and St. John's. East Tennessee State plays North Carolina. North Carolina plays Texas Tech. Another Big East Conference game between Butler and UConn. And then Abilene Christian will play Arizona. Pacific's going to play BYU. And then Queens will play Arkansas. And then Townsend will play Kansas. And then tomorrow night, St. Francis and Florida will be at 5:30. Vanderbilt's going to play Memphis at 6. That should be a decent game at Memphis. And then South Florida and Bama will play at 7, and then Campbell and Gonzaga at 8 o'clock. So not really any interesting games. And then on Thursday, December 18th, West Carolina will play Georgia. That really didn't matter. And then Friday, Abilene Christian will play BYU. That didn't really matter. And then Saturday's when it gets interesting because at 5:30 you have the Indy Classic between Auburn and Purdue. Purdue having a great season. I think Purdue will win this game easily. And then at 7 o'clock, you have Duke at Texas Tech. So really surprising to see what Duke and Texas Tech do. That should be a good game. And then at 11:30 a.m., you have the CBS Sports Classic between St. John's and Kentucky. Even though Kentucky's been struggling, still going to be a good game. And then the second game of the CBS Sports Classic is Ohio State, North Carolina. That's at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And then you have the Never Forget Tribute Classic at 4:30 against Houston, Arkansas. And then the Hall of Fame series in Phoenix between San Diego State and Arizona. And then Sunday, not really any big basketball action between any big teams. But yes, yeah, that's going to do it for college basketball overview. I mean, not really much to talk about. It was kind of quick, but as the season kind of ramps up, we'll have a lot more to talk about. But yeah, I mean, everything really stayed the same. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little segment of college basketball overview. But now we're going to look into the NFL playoff picture. We're going to kind of look at the teams that can make it and have already made it. So, yes, currently in the AFC, the Broncos clinched already. They are in. The Patriots lost to the Bills, so they have not clinched quite yet. The Jaguars get to 10 wins. The Steelers won last night against the Dolphins, so they're 8-6 now. Dolphins are officially eliminated. And then the Chargers are fifth; they're 10-4. And then Buffalo is sixth; they're 10-4 as well. And then Houston is seventh, so they're the last seed right now. And then the 8th seed is the Colts. The 9 seed is the Ravens. So from there, you have those teams that are still in. But currently, the Colts and Ravens are trying to battle for that last seed, I think, right now. And right now, I'd say it's going to go the Ravens due to the Colts injuries. But yeah, AFC playoff picture is very tight right now. The race is, but getting down to the wire as we speak. And going over to the NFC, looking over here, the Rams already clinched. The Bears are at 10 wins. The Eagles are 9-5. The Buccaneers gained first place back after Carolina lost to the Saints. And then fifth place is the Seahawks. Sixth place is the 10-4 49ers. And then seventh place, the last playoff seed, is the 9-4 Packers. And then eight is the Lions, and nine is Carolina, and 10 is the Cowboys. Um, right now, the AFC, if I had to say, it looks good. I'm going to say the Ravens actually pass the Steelers. So I'm going to say the Ravens make it in the playoffs, and they'll be the four seed. But yeah, I do not think the Colts will make it anymore, and I don't think the Steelers will make it even after their win last night. And then in the NFC, I think Carolina's going to pass Tampa Bay, and they will win the NFC South. Even though the Panthers lost to the Saints had a good game plan in that game. But the Panthers and Buccaneers play this weekend, and I think Carolina's going to win that game. And then I think Carolina will lose to Seattle, and then I think the Panthers will win against the Buccaneers the last week of the season, and they'll end up winning the division, and they will be the four seed in the playoffs, and that will be that. And then I think the Lions will be out of the playoffs this year, and also the Cowboys and the Bucks will. So yeah, everything just kind of depends on those four seeds for both sides. But yeah, that was a quick look at both the playoff pictures for NFC and AFC. But yeah, that's going to do it for episode 31 of the Halftime Sports Talk Show. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a quick one. I'm still kind of recovering from being sick. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Go follow us on Instagram as well and Twitter, X, I guess as they call it. Also on Facebook as well. But yeah, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below your favorite sports takes, what you think is going to happen this weekend in college football and also NFL. But yeah, hope you guys have a safe weekend, and yeah, have a Merry Christmas, because next week we are not doing an episode. I will be on vacation, so we'll be doing an episode maybe next weekend or something. But yeah, hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and yeah, enjoy the holidays.